Thanks very much. I mean, Fauna and Flora International is working across probably about 18 countries in Africa, and we have, seeing a lot of progress in terms of policy development. We're also seeing very local initiatives that are starting to have a positive impact. We do get faced with the constant news around decline of biodiversity, loss of species, the threats, things are getting listed on the red list of the IUCN red list. But it keeps us positive in terms of where the conventions are going. I just realized that the progress within both the Nairobi and Abidjan conventions are really focusing on waste as an issue in the marine environment and other forms of pollutants that are entering the marine environment, which means that the governments are starting to take it seriously, and they will call for action. The big opportunity for us really is to be part of that whole story. We believe strongly in cross-sectoral engagement. So as a civil society organisation, we actually form partnerships with governments and local communities, with business, with scientific research institutions. So we feel that that whole collective, the energy that is starting to build around this issue is actually likely to have real impact in terms of success on the ground. So we need to be positive because otherwise we'll get drowned in the waste issue. In terms of the role that FFI can play, we do have very good networks across all of these countries. We are embedded in Africa very well, and we are working with the oil and gas sector, for example, in Mozambique, in Ghana, in Senegal, in Mauritania, Gabon. A lot of these countries which are helping to respond to the waste problem. I think, mobilize the fantastic resources. I mean, we feel very strongly around bottom-up initiatives. So we've got a number of projects that could generate livelihoods from the management of waste to create value through the waste stream that will help prevent stuff getting into the environment in the first place. So let's recognize where the value is and start to generate these livelihoods. And I think there is an enormous potential, not only with the support that's coming in from government, but actually in terms of the targets of the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. This is something that really needs to happen to take a far more integrated approach. You can get massive wins in terms of recognizing that poverty alleviation, empowerment of women around cleaning up the natural environment, both on land and in the oceans, are real trajectory targets that we have to work together to achieve. So bringing civil society movements, as I mentioned, through from community-based organizations and operations up into the real economy through innovation and enterprises is really, I think, one way of actually getting this problem under control. So, and good luck.